Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as the Kingdom of Nepal. Now, last time we were here together, we witnessed the fall of the Indian People's Republic. I forget how to pronounce that. I'm probably going to butcher it, so I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm already upsetting the Nepalese people. The Nepali people. Yeah, I just did it again. There we go. With my pronunciations. I don't want to do it again with the Indians, even though I was saying it all before. But we're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is how we have sent volunteers out to the Dominion. And hopefully that will bolster their approval of us. Now, I want to go ahead and I will start right now with improving our relations with the Deccan Federation. That way, they might be a little less likely to immediately go after us once things kick off. Plus, we have a political power to spare, so I figured no harm, no foul. In the meanwhile, what's Shang-Chi up to? What are all these guys up to? Nothing too much, actually. The Beijing government has done a lot of consolidations. It's quite impressive, actually. I think... Well, I think we should start the timer and just get on with things. Our best bet for an ally has been the Deccan Federation. So I'm thinking, it's going to be... we will not look this gift horse in the mouth if they end up winning, but we should proceed a little carefully. We'll pin this guy down. No, we... yeah, you just fall out of there, soldier. Or don't... yeah, okay. I want to do a little cheeky encirclements, but I just don't have the manpower or the timing to do it. Which kind of sucks eggs, I can't lie. But hey, we're tricking them to attack into us on the mountains, which is good, and we're wasting more time currently than we should be. Let's go ahead and connect to the frontier. So we'll also increase some of our development in these areas we currently have. So let's connect to the frontier. Although Nepali troops may control many of its frontier regions, they act rather autonomously from the capital, owing to how hard it is to reach from Kathmandu. For a recent foray into rail infrastructure, it would be prudent to attempt to build railways connecting to the frontier to further our reach. We'll go and do that, then we'll work down that little rest of that economy tree there. Let's go ahead and... actually, let's work on improving our mountain infantry, actually. That's going to be a good play. Our compliance is going quite well in Bhutan, which makes me wonder whether or not we can... Latvia's joined the Moscow Accord. Good for Latvia. We should probably... perhaps the American People's Government. Oh. Fall of Baton Rouge. So how is America looking? It is the workers versus the Democrats. Or the socialists versus the Democratic forces. Well, that's going to be Interesting to... Oh! The Rocky Mountain ceasefire. Interesting. Okay. HoI has broken free, though they are a commune currently. We could recognize the Americans right now. Let's... Oh, we can't really push into there, can we? None of these roads are connected to anything, I'm realizing. Let's head out of there for now so we can resupply. Or go to a place that has supply. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and adopt modern irrigation techniques. I guess we didn't have that before. Yeah, let's do that. Irrigation is vital to crop growth, and while the rest of the world has begun to move away from the days where lack of rain could cripple a country, many regions of Nepal find themselves still at risk of drought-inflicted hunger. We must seek to improve our irrigation networks in hopes that one day not a single person in Nepal will be able to tell you what boiled grass tastes like. Well, what if they want to eat boiled grass? Did you think about that? Well, there we go. We're starting to push in better. Though these guys are... Well, they're not exactly, how do I put this? I forgot how I was even going to put it, so we'll just leave it there for now. Meanwhile, let's head back out to the front. The Dominion is starting to push back better than they were, although we now have German tanks in the mix. So I do quite like that. Let's see if we can't aid these troops in their fights. There we go. Probably a little bit more productive to be pushing out through here anyway. Is this mountains? That's hills. I think we get many benefits from fighting in hills versus... Oh, before I forget, because I'm easily distracted, I'm starting to realize. Let's get working towards... Oh, okay. So by the time we get to this, we might lose the economy of corruption stagnation, actually. So when are we going to be losing it now? 1941, May of that. So about a little more than a year. Honestly, it might be worth just doing this so we can get it done sooner. Get it over with sooner. So let's do it. Growing the Pashmina industry. While the wool of Kashmir goats is associated so heavily with Kashmir, the one being named after the region, the Pashmina products produced with it are frequently made in Nepal as well. For years, Nepali Pashmina has found itself worn even as far away as the glamorous New York City in America. Despite their civil war, there is still a high demand both there and worldwide for these luxury products, one we should seek to fill as much as we can. Earl Browder named president, huh? Guess they want to go louder with Browder. Let's move into here. I want to see if we can get some sort of encirclement off, because that'd be quite nice, I think. Oh. No. But we are pushing through, The Deccan Federation owns all of Ode here now. Let's move across here. And we're nearing in on Delhi, which is going to be quite nice. We got a lot of political power, so let's start slotting some guys in. Industrial concern. We almost got the mills. I think that's what we want to go for. Yeah, we'll go for the mills. I think we're doing all right on infrastructure as is. Could do construction speed. That'll make up for what we're losing. Are there any of these that we want to go compromising? I don't really think so, but I also don't fully know. Let's head down to partial mobilization. And then what we'll do... Let's get army logistics. Do a chief of army. Well, it looks like we only have one choice. Let's get Subarna Sumsherana. Well, actually... we could work on air... we don't have an air force right now. It's kind of pointless. Let's get the Royal Army Council. Just get a group of guys there. Military High Command. What else do we want to do? Let's get Karen in here. The Special Forces attack is useful for all our mountaineers. Industrial concern. We'll swap in and get the mills as soon as we get that finished. No, keep going, keep going. You got this. Move on to Agra. And then let's move into Delhi. Push into here. We gotta do a focus. Let's wipe out this national focus right here and right now. Ramp up national exports. The future of Nepal's economy must become one where we benefit greatly from exports of products ranging from raw metals all the way up to intricately produced garments and timer products. Let's ramp up the production across all industries as much as we can, while similarly seeking new markets to sell these goods, and in time the whole nation will likely begin to benefit. I like it. Well, we have one guy. Come on, reinforce us. You can do it. So we had a retreat, but I think they're doing okay. Oh, no, they also had a retreat. Well... let's move into Lunihana. Start working into Punjab. And maybe, just maybe, we can sneak our way into Lahore right now. Oh, those whores. They've beat us there. Well, that's okay. What do we want to work on next here? Can Get engineer companies going. How's our construction going? It's getting there. Well, let's queue up some more stuff. Let's get some stuff in Sikkim going. We'll build something in Darjeeling as well. Okay, they are working on reinforcing Lahore, which is all, you know, fair enough. Can I see how close they are to capitulating? I have to go through here. They're 60% of the way there. They're definitely on the retreat, I'd say. So I think we're doing okay. We'll catch up. We'll kick them out even. Let's go ahead and get working on compromise with the Ranas. Yeah, I'll save up on doing this until we actually get our doctrines going. Let's invest in mountain. Should we invest in mountaineering gear? Might be a good idea. Yeah. Let's compromise with the Ranas first. While the years of Rana rule were regrettable, individual Ranas remain as capable, influential figures that we would be foolish to ignore. With the looming threat of socialism, it will not be difficult to make the concessions necessary to bring remnants of the old order into our service. Now they have that pretty well reinforced, don't they? We will help you, our German brethren. Oh, there we go. The fall of Lahore. Thus falls the last vestige of the British Raj, or does it? No, but it's getting close. Where is their capital now? Ahmedabad. Yeah, alright. Let's get concentrated Industry 3 going. Let's push into Sialkot. Got another military factory. Let's get working on artillery. Get our artillery designer in there. And I think it's getting to the point where we should start trading. We'll trade with the Germans to get some steel. Are they not? Yeah, they're forcing us out. Well, let's not dilly-dally. And our guys just got demoted. It is a shame. You know, we can only do so much, though, I suppose. Realize we're leaving the we're leaving the mountains, which might be where we benefit the most from, but I think we can do better if we move elsewhere. Let's invest in some mountaineering gear. Although many of our men are familiar with operating Nepal's mountainous regions, most expert mountaineers will perform poorly in these conditions without the proper equipment. It's vital, therefore, that our men are provided with the best we can get our hands on. After all, we cannot expect them to traverse mountainous terrain with just the bare hands, and they're just bare hands, and then just their bare hands and courage. Now, can we? Why not? I don't see why not. We want defense or breakthrough with artillery. Let's do Breakthrough or defense? Let's go for breakthrough. We'll go with, we'll hold off on getting the new generation of artillery. Should we wait? There's also the Air Force question, I suppose. We're not going to be able to build tanks or anything, but an Air Force might not be bad. I'll work on some submachine guns in the meanwhile. While I muse that over. Let's keep moving down. Let's see if we can assist with an encirclement. Make our way to Karachi. We might not even need to, though. For almost as long as the Prime Minister can remember, he has counted his younger brother, Bishweshwar Prasad Koirala, as one of his closest allies, with BP being among the first to dismiss any criticism of his brother by fellow party members. In recent weeks, however, the relationship between the two has reportedly become rather frosty, with BP's turn from monarchist to slow disillusionment of the king's role in government, said to have been a major instigator. Those more in the know have begun to speculate whether or not there could be more to this dispute than simply disagreement over policy. Theories are bound that those dissatisfied with MP's governance, especially in regards to the recent approval of an upper house solely appointed by the king, have begun to push to replace the Prime Minister, winning BP's support by promising him his brother's position. Officially, however, all among the Parishad have denied any rift emerging within the party, hoping that any instability can simply be weathered with enough time. Is a little dispute not normal between brothers? I always assume so. You know, I have a brother, so I wouldn't know. I'm gonna have a sister. Does that count? I think we'll get a boost of research towards all that, so we'll let that be. Could support weapons going. And already we're retreating from there. Only for infantry equipment. Piercing. Let's do material recycling. I think that'll be nice to get. Oh, back. Well, let's get that encirclement. Finally, we got that cheeky encirclement. Push into Karachi. Get that new national focus set. Let's get a state that serves its people. For too long, the state is administered as though its purpose is to secure the benefit of few powerful figures, to the ruin of all others. Now empowered, King Tribhuvan, in his great wisdom, understands that the duty of a state and of its rulers is to see to the well-being of its people, and works tirelessly in that spirit. And that nasty-ass focus is gone, which is beautiful to see. Oh, ooh, there goes Karachi. I have to imagine... That's not the final straw. It's damn... Yep, 96%. There's Quetta up here. Let's head up north to aid in the siege of Quetta. Oh, they already got it. Look at that. Let's push these guys out. And now we're retreating. Ooh. Despite hopes of weathering the storm, it seems that the rifts within the Parashad cannot simply be glossed over. Members of the party, led by Acharan BP Koirala, have moved to expel MP as a member of the Parashad, with claims that he has betrayed the goals of the revolution through his continued governance alongside the Ranas and his lack of commitment to fully democratizing Nepal. Most of the Parashad has expressed their support for the decision, although not all the Prime Minister's allies have abandoned him, with many speaking out in his favor. Mohan and Kaiserreich, as representatives of their dynasty, have also expressed their support for the Prime Minister, at least for now. And at least for now, neither the King or the Prime Minister have given an indication that MP Koirala will resign from his position. How the government proceeds from here, however, is still anyone's guess. Infighting and revolutionary, such an inevitable combo. Yeah, it's not shocking, is it? It was a little shocking. I thought my troops would do a little better. Let's head up to here. To those plains. But they turn into mountains eventually, you know? Oh. Well. And that is that for the Indian conflict. I'm going to save right now, because I am a little worried about what the Confederation might do next. And we might need to, oh shit, I didn't want to read that. It's a good thing I just saved that. I also want to see compromise, vision, nutrition, air accidents. Advisor cost. Oh, we got those all maxed out anyway. If we had more to spend political power on, this guy would be great. But as it is, I kind of suck. Let's get Moha, Shumsharana, though. The experience in the entrenchment is going to be great. Since the end of the Weltkrieg, the Indian subcontinent has been split into three sides: the loyalist remnants of the British Raj, the socialist Indian National Congress, and the reactionary Indian princes who rejected both sides. With the dust having finally settled, the reactionaries have proven triumphant, and the All-India Federation now rules unopposed over the region, setting the nation up to be a preeminent world power once it recovers from the devastation of a civil war. Can we get... We haven't gotten our... Greece has joined the Moscow Accord. Not willing to take his expulsion lying down, the Prime Minister's allies have now fully broken from the Parashad, joining in solidarity with Koirala. Under the leadership of MP, a new party has been formed to attempt to continue governing the nation, known as the Rastriya Praya Party, or the National People's Party. Composed primarily of more conservative elements of the Parashad, the People's Party's initial official positions include steadfast support for the king's rule in government, opposition to any factionalism, and the pursuit of national stability. While the Prime Minister is clearly confident in his ability in being able to continue his tenure, utilizing this new party, the Parashad's leadership has requested the king dismiss him as Prime Minister, threatening to withdraw their support for the government if he remains in office. Tribhuvan, unwilling to concede their demands, has refused to directly state his stance on the crisis, neither supporting the Prime Minister nor dismissing him. Seems for now the king is simply waiting to see if the MP can hold on or not. Maybe time to reconsider Koirala's position. Well, civilian factory output, that's all not bad at all. But yeah. Let's get ensure royal control of the army. Let's get that going. Now that the period of symbolic rule is over, it is crucial that the king reestablishes direct control, royal authority over the military. In no circumstances can a future usurper be allowed to use the forces meant to protect the kingdom for its destruction. There we are. Alright, I want to see what they're doing right now, because I have to keep an eye on it. Promises of the Air. Alright, so I'm not worried yet. Alright. Well, welcome back, boys. I'll give you a medal. We'll give you the Order of the Sword. I can give you a medal as well. Occupation of Pukana, former seat of the Bhutanese government. We will give you the Cross of Bravery for that. Boom. So if we see them move their capital at all, that's going to be our hint. And then they're moving on. Ooh. Although the power shot have not yet made good on a threat to withdraw support from the government, it has quickly become obvious to the Prime Minister and the King that the former's time in office cannot continue even with the Praja Party's support. Ultimately wanting stability above everything else, PM Koirala has submitted his resignation to the King, preparing to move into the back lines of politics once again. To attempt to form a new government, the King has initially turned to the power shot, Acharya being the next obvious candidate for Prime Minister. The biggest roadblock in this, however, has been the Ranas, of whose key members have stated their refusal to work with these radicals, and of whom the power shot have expressed equal sentiments. With neither side willing to compromise, Shripuvan's closest confidants have proposed for now the king simply take direct control of the nation, directing the remaining elements of the national government through emergency powers. They propose the establishment of an advisory council composed of key Shah dynasty members, such as Parenda Bikram Shah, to ensure the king's will is properly enforced. While the Rana leadership won't be happy with this idea, they will most likely stay on board with it. In that Kara's allies will almost certainly object. The king's now faced with a difficult choice, but one that must now be made. Well, it's going to be one that we're going to have to make next time, because I'm going to go ahead and leave things there. Thanks you guys for watching, though, my friends. Like, if you like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you have any comments or feedback, leave in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get. And I do appreciate any feedback you might have for me. Check out my various links down in the description box below. And hit the sub button and the notification bell if you want to keep up to date with uploads as they come out. Why does Egypt own Oman? Oh, they just occupied. Okay. Anywho, I am going to go ahead and leave things there. But, as always, I thank you for watching. My name has been Mr. Dogbot333, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.